I like the way you laugh, like the way you smell, like the way you hold me when I feel so overwhelmed. I like your little charm, the way you say what's up, like the way you beg me back when I say I've had enough.
Hi, I'm Tiffany MIGDAT. I am 26 years old and I live here in LA in Claremont, California, and I am a marketing and communications consultant, and I just started going back to school for graphic design. So what happened is that through the process of applying to go on the date with Kent, I got to know Chris, and we stayed in contact and had chatted a few times here and there, and I feel like developed authentic friendship, and we would just joke around and laugh together and everything. And so when I found out that Kent wasn't doing it anymore and I found out that it was Chris, my first honest reaction was that, well, it won't be authentic because, you know, we've developed this friendship based on me wanting to go on a date with his friend. And but after thinking about it and talking to him, I just kind of realized that it would be a fun idea for us to meet and get to know each other. And we were planning on hanging out when he came to California to do the show with Kent anyway. And so I thought, why not?
Okay, so when I first picked up Tiffany from at the door, I know Tiffany. I already knew her a little bit. And I didn't know that she was going to be my date tonight, but I did know that she was going to be on the show. I casted her, and we had to kind of develop the friendship from there, and I was really pleasantly surprised to see her. She's beautiful, gorgeous. She planned a really fun date, really low-key. We drove out to Pasadena.
When I was in college, me and my girlfriends started a girl band, and we were terrible. I mean, it wasn't, you can't even really call us a band, but we had so much fun. I mean, we had a mini drum set that you played on, and I tap danced in the band, and in one song we would all rotate instruments. And
kind of hung out around Pasadena for a little bit, and went to the concerts in the garden, in the park. And it was the Watson twins. It was a really fun experience, really low key. She had a picnic kind of prepared for us. Her parents decided to reserve a spot for us to sit down, which was great. So did you have a big conversation?
We watched the Watson twins play, and they were excellent. And we had dinner there and just kind of hung out. So the reason why I chose the show is because I really love outdoor concerts, and I love music in general, and it's just always been a big part of my life and something that I really enjoy, so that's something that I wanted to share on the date. Yeah, I felt like the interaction was pretty easy. You know, that's not always the case, so that was good that it felt comfortable, and we were at a concert, so there was time for us to listen to the music and time for us to chat.
You did a good job of making me feel comfortable, but then also asking questions where you got me to kind of open up, you know? I remember I was thinking that it was just going to be more surface questions, you know,
yeah.
What do you like to do, that sort of thing. Yeah, that sort of thing. That sort of thing. But then you come out and ask me what's the hardest thing that I've been through in my life, which you never answered.
The hardest thing that I've ever been through in my life.
See, now I get to ask you those questions that you asked me.
That's a good question. It's probably tough.
And it's your question.
It's my question now. Goodness, why did I do the Skype interviews? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, after the concert in the park, we went back, dropped off our picnic stuff back in my car, and then we walked down to this place called 21 Choices.
And we went to 21 Choices, but when we were getting in the elevator, we ran into the Watson twins. And I didn't recognize that it was them at first, because I was kind of just looking down, looking to go to the car, and I thought, oh, that girl has really cute pink pants. And then I remembered that she was wearing those pink pants on stage. And so we kind of just said hello, and they asked us where we were going and kind of laughed that we were going to get ice cream feel like that's a very Mormon thing to do. But so that was kind of cool.
Got a sample. We didn't end up ordering anything, which was pretty funny. But we both kind of decided when we got the samples, we're like, we weren't too like feeling it at that point. We're just like, let's just head back. But it was nice. We kind of stopped by, and there was this Gibbons hat shop, and she kind of gave a story about how she was on a BYU marketing team during school, and Gibbons came to them for advice and for help. And so she was able to work out a marketing campaign for that company, and it was really funny. Kind of brought back a little bit of a memory of when I first started talking to her over the Skype interviews. She had a fedora on, and I even mentioned that to her as that, hey, this reminds me, you wore a fedora the first time we talked, and we kind of just got a nice little laugh, a nice little smile out of that.
As far as anything goes past this first date, it's hard to know because I feel like we really did establish a friendship prior to the show, and that's kind of still what it feels like.
That was awesome, wasn't it? So we'll have you step over my umbilical cord. Yeah, thank you so much. That was wonderful.
You're so welcome. Thanks for
Yeah, sorry we had to deal with the traffic. So.
Oh, no worries.
Okay.
All right, have a good night.
You too. You too. Take care. Okay. Bye.
Overall, I'm very glad that I did the show. I think that it was a positive experience for me, and I had a good time tonight.
She's awesome, but she might be a little high maintenance to a point, but not in the worst way. Like, she's not like, oh my gosh, I just care about what I look like all the time. That's all I care about. I don't think that's her, but she definitely cares about how she looks, how she presents herself to other people, and that's completely fine because she is a very beautiful girl. But she might be a little HM, a little high maintenance.
I did expect a marriage proposal, but so I was a little disappointed that that didn't happen. But maybe next time.
Really?
No.